Hello physical fiends, it's Jordan here with another Worth the Purchase where I play a game for a short amount of time to see if I would buy it myself. Today I am taking Sky Oceans for a spin. This is arriving digitally on most platforms, but I'm all about the physical releases here, and this is getting a physical release, which I will detail later in the video. But if you want to order it anyways, consider doing so with the links in the description. That really does help support me. I am playing the PC version for this video, which is not ideal, but that is all they had available, at least to me. But first, what is it? Well, Sky Oceans Wings for Hire is pitched as an homage to classic JRPGs, the main one of which you know already, Sky Pirates, possibly my favorite game of all time, Skies of Arcadia. If you want to know why that's a masterpiece, then you can watch the 3-hour video I made about it on my other channel, A Bit More Jordan. Needless to say, the PR sucked me in good. But I did go in with zero expectations because I know nothing can be as good as Skies of Arcadia, and anything that tries will crash and burn more than Baltor, but I definitely was interested in giving it a shot just to see what it's all about. And you know what? I kinda like it. I haven't been disappointed, although I haven't had my mind blown either, but I've still been having a good time. This is a world where islands float in the sky and various towns, tribes, and countries thrive upon them and have mastered the skies. You and your friends are recently qualified pilots signing up to protect your little hometown, but you are more than meets the eye since your family history is far more complicated. Peace does not last long, and you and your comrades are thrust into action against a menacing foe. The game has small amounts of exploration with turn-based combat. Unlike most RPGs, you're not on the ground swinging swords at goblins, but in the sky firing special cannons at other airships. You choose all the moves your characters are going to do before the action actually happens, and it's pretty tactical because you can see the order in which who's going to attack first, so you can anticipate and react accordingly. You can even see which of your crew is being targeted and by whom, so there are loads of chances to use the evasion technique to great effect, or make sure you take down a specific foe first before they have the chance to attack your comrade. Battles can go on a little bit too long because of all the evasion, plus, a few too many missed shots for my liking, and, the slower nature of all the attacks, but in my short time so far, there haven't been that many battles. They are not random encounters. You're either doing mandatory story battles or bumping into visible monsters on the map, and they have been few and far between. If the encounters ramp up, then I would take umbrage with that, but so far, it's been fine. Plus, I think you can lower the difficulty of the battles just to make them quicker if you want to. The exploration is flying around small-ish areas, and it controls fine. It has the modern style of flight controls where you turn with the right analog stick like an absolute freak, and you power the thrust with the left analog stick. Who popularized this, and why is it popular? It works, but it's far less fun than, say, Rogue Squadron. They mastered it 20 years ago. Why are you changing it? You can explore only a little bit with some treasure chests to shoot to get battle items, but you're generally flying from A to B or doing some kind of objective. The game is very hand-holdy, which I don't like, and there was no way to switch them off, at least in the PC version. Accessibility settings are fine, just maybe make them an option. I don't want to be treated like I'm an idiot, and let's face it, most of us are not idiots. I want to explore the world, not be dragged through the game waypoint by beacon by objective list. It makes me feel like I'm a worm just following pheromones. I want to be immersed. I don't think everyone needs this amount of guidance. But then again, I just read Nintendo Life's 3 out of 10 review of this game, and the reviewer complained about getting lost. Getting lost following plain as day beacons. I don't even know what to say to that. If people do need help, fine, let them switch it on if they can find their way into the settings menu. That might be too adventurous for them. There are some small islands to walk about. You can talk with some NPCs and stuff, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the world building and stuff there. So far, the gameplay is not very intensive, and I do worry that, with the time spent on these, it will be very short and not much involved, because there's no dungeons or anything to speak of, at least not that I played so far. So I hope there's a bit more meat to this area of the game because, yeah, I like spending time on islands, talking with people, going into shops and stuff like that. I would like to see more of this. So physically, this is really quite simple. We are only getting a standard retail release on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5 in both Europe and North America. No regional differences, no special editions, no collector's editions, just a basic, honest-to-goodness shelf sitter. Of course, I haven't played those versions since they were not available, at least to me. I'm a little bit pissed off that other places like got Switch codes and stuff, but you know, I guess I'm not that important. I already mentioned Nintendo Life's 3 out of 10 review, and they said the Switch version currently has some bugs and stuff like that, where there will be a day one patch, so perhaps keep that in mind. I could feel that the PC version is lacking in a bit of polish, but I didn't have any major issues like they experienced with the Switch. Then again, they got lost following a linear path with waymarkers, so who knows? Would I buy this myself? Yeah, I would. So far, I am rather enjoying it. It doesn't have the epic feeling of its inspiration, but pretty good effort so far. I'm liking the story, like, yeah, genuinely liking the story. It seems like it's written by, like, people who live in the real world, and the mechanics, they're decent. Perhaps those will wear after extended playtime, but so far, so good. It is better than I thought it was going to be, and I am really interested in going further with the story. For me, it feels like it's going to be like maybe a solid 7 out of 10 kind of game, but one that I personally may appreciate a bit more than others would. Like, your tastes, your mileage may vary, but sometimes I like these kind of games. If you're demanding an experience with the same quality as Skies of Arcadia, you are asking for a bit too much. For me, it is an indie game with, plenty of effort put into it. Be warned about the console versions though. As I said, I'm only playing on PC and, performance and stuff, it was fine, but of course it is. Will you be purchasing this? If you want to pick it up physically on PS5 or Switch, please consider using the links down below in the description and pinned comment. That massively helps me out. I greatly do appreciate your support there. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.